All right, it's Nate the Vinyl Guide here in Shimokitazawa section of Tokyo, and I'm here at Disc Union. Now, Disc Union is a very famous chain of record stores here in Japan, and let's look inside and you can quickly see why. They are such a tremendous record shop, and they've got some great used records, which we're going to take a look at right now. Lots of CDs, that's for sure. Definitely the new records, which all the other shops seem to have. But the one thing that makes Disc Union so unique is they have a lot of collectible records as well from all over the world. A lot of used ones, and let's take a look at some of them right now. So you can see on each one of these records, it's got the marking from where it's at. So right here you can tell it's from the UK, what label it's on. Of course there's the price, which is quite expensive. That's maybe $300, I believe, if my calculations are correct. And they're labeled such. And then you go to every record and it has that same sort of information. So there's really no mistake, or there's no assumptions about what you're going to get. They tell you exactly what it is and the condition, all the description here. So a lot of information, a lot of hard work goes into cataloging this. Let's take a look at some of the real rare stuff, shall we? All right, are there any Pink Floyd fans in the audience? If there are, well, you're in luck, and hopefully you have some money, because there's some rare stuff here as well. Here's one of the Pink Floyd 45s that came out on Record Store Day, and we're going to talk about in a future episode too. This record here, I believe there's about 1,000 of them pressed up. Their first recordings really from 1965, as it says. This one is still sealed. It's from the UK, Black Friday, 2015. Here it is. Here's the price tag for 54,000 yen, which is approximately 550 US dollars, maybe 600 US dollars. So it's quite dear, but of course for a sealed collectible like this, it may be a good investment. So these are their first recordings. For those of you who like a little bit more modern Pink Floyd, here's Saucerful of Secrets. Here is a German original test pressing in the original sleeve. And here's what it looks like. Here's the cover, and of course here's what the label looks like. It's a German test pressing. It is $189,000. So yeah, we're getting up over 2,000 US dollars. So quite dear, but again, this may be a great collectible for you. If you got a little bit more money and you're a bit of a Beatles fan, let's head over here. Here is a Yellow Submarine test pressing from Germany. Here's the labels from, what would that be, 1967, something around there. 358,000 yen. So we're talking 4,500 US dollars. Again, a lot to pay for a record, but if you're into collecting, it may be worth it to you to add this one to your collection. So the walls here are filled with all sorts of records of that ilk. Yeah, the big dollar one's up here on the wall. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that's in the racks. Now again, here we are in the racks. Now again, I'm going to pick on Pink Floyd here because, well, they're so popular and people know their work so well. Here you go. Here's another. All the records in the racks as well have this sort of information. It's not just the ones on the wall, not just the heavy collectibles, but the ones inside the racks have all sorts of information as well. So here's a copy of the final cut. Here is Animals. So yeah, this would be an India pressing. So, and here's a condition, VG Plus EX. Well, I'm interested to see what the label is. Oh, no, okay. I'm not going to open it here. But yeah, an India pressing, that looks to be about 100 US dollars. Let's keep digging through here. Yep. Picnic. What do we got here? Yep. Obscured by Clouds. Yeah, here's about 30 US dollars for a used copy from the UK. Here's here we go. A GG version of Omagoma EX for what looks to be around 80 US dollars. Again, there's all the conditions right there. You can see all the details. I'm trying to do all these calculations in my head. It kind of goes crazy me going between US dollars and yen and Australian dollars, which of course mean the most to me right now. Yeah, about 40 US dollars for this one. So yeah, they seem to. Oh, here's a Japanese version with the OBI sleeve. Used is 3,300 yen. Brand new, it was 3,000 yen. So yeah, it seems to have gone slightly up in value. Well, what do we got here? EMI. Okay. Oh, this is a Fame issue. Yeah, I'm looking for a different version of that. So yeah, so every single record in the racks seems to have that sort of detail. Let's check out some more, shall we? All right, here we go. We are in the Queen section, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you love Queen as well. Here's the Miracle. Yeah, it's about 30 US dollars. The Works, about 25. Brian May and Friends. You know what? I've wanted this one. This one isn't that much. This is quite inexpensive. Is it in decent shape? I think it's in decent shape. I may take that one home with me. All right, setting that one aside. That's Brian May and Eddie Van Halen and a few other folks, I believe. So I've always been curious about that. And at that kind of price, I could afford to take it home and not like it. All right, let's see. More Queen, Flash Gordon for about 10 bucks. Freddie Mercury album. I don't know what that's about. It's about 30 US dollars. Innuendo. There's several copies of that here. This is a heavy repress. Oh, Bob Ludwig. I see that sticking right out there. Yeah, okay. Let's look at some of the other genres, shall we? All right, here we are. We're at the soul and funk and blues section here. Let's see what we should be looking at. Rare Groove. Oh, okay, that has me really curious. What is Rare Groove? All right, they're cramming all this stuff in such a small space that it makes it hard to flip through. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I hate it when record stores stuff their records so deep in there. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to flip through that easy right now. Let's see what we have here. James Brown. Any good James Brown? James Brown and Friends. What's that? Oh, that's about 16 US dollars. Interesting. Okay, I wonder what that album sounds like. Love me some James Brown. He's only had a few clunkers in his career. Let's see. James Brown and Heat. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, some of the unreleased JB stuff, about 30 US bucks. I don't know if this. Oh, I guess maybe that is related to the JB somehow. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a couple of records right there. Now let me take a look at some of the jazz here. There's a few titles here on the little shelf here. Some of the more collectible ones that they have. Stanley Turrentine, there's a used one. Van Gelder, yep, that's the original one out of the U.S. Looks like to be about 150 US dollars. Yeah, 120 US dollars for Coltrane on Impulse. That's a great album, by the way. Yeah, okay, so we're in the $100 records here. Looks like that one on the end. And then all the represses down here, which there seems to be great grouping and a huge collection of. So again, you'll find the used ones just by digging through a little bit deeper here. Oh, such great quality stuff here. So another interesting thing that I've seen here is some of the color coding here. They've got sale, used items, green 15% off, orange 25% off. So if you look at a lot of the used stuff, you'll see green 15% off and orange 25% off. Now if you look at some of the things that are new arrivals, they're mostly pink. So they're going to give those a chance to sell first. But as you get to the stuff that is not the new arrivals, you start to see some greens and orange sticking out. So if you want a deal, those can be some great places to start. So now I'm starting to look at some of this stuff even a little bit closer. Oh yeah. All right, and I just found the new arrivals section. So let's kind of take a look at some of the stuff that just came in today. What's this? The Beatles at the BBC Volume 2. Okay, let's see. Supertramp. Allman Brothers. Oh, that's actually quite a good price for that. It's about $7 US. Let's see what else we got here. Some Rolling Stones. Yep. Fred Willie. Oh boy, Eric Clapton. What do we got here? Rolling Stones. Sorry, I'm doing this with two hands, so I can't always sync up what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing. Ah, $8 for a Coda, which I think is still overpaying. Manfred Man, $5. Everly Brothers. Here's a Sgt. Pepper for a fair bit. That's, oh, wait a minute. How much is that? Oh, that's not too much. Oh, no, it's about $50, I think. Again, doing these calculations in the head gets a little bit boggling sometimes. All right, not seeing a whole lot here I want to take home, but that's all right. Something for everyone. And yeah, oh, they have a section here for master recording. Oh. They didn't have any of the Stooges that I was looking for, unfortunately. I'm hoping maybe I'll find some sort of surprise here. David Bowie. Maybe all right. All right, well, in short, this is the sort of quality of shop that you can find. And there's a lot of these shops all over Japan. Disc Union, they're in every major city. And a lot of times they'll have a shop this size just for jazz or just for blues or just for rock. So it's quite impressive. And here you can see some of the 45s. They have a whole section for those as well. So again, great selection here at Disc Union. All right, so for the vinyl guide, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. This is Nate. You can always reach me at nate@thevinylguide.com. Make sure you like our Facebook feed, facebook.com/vinylguide. Make sure that you check out our Instagram, instagram.com/vinylguide, and our website, www.thevinylguide.com. Alrighty, so until we talk next time, keep spinning. Cheers.